Greetings, weary travelers! Pull up a seat. Shirahime here with more Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club! We left off in the cafeteria where we might meet some new people, get some food, and all that good stuff. How you guys enjoying this so far? I hope you're enjoying it. I'm having a pretty good time so far. I really like the writing. I feel like I'm reading a novel. It's great. Well, let's get back into it, shall we? The cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the new year. The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. I stepped in the line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from the sulky cafeteria workers when we passed something that looked good. With full trays, Mai led me straight to a table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her.
Hi, Mai. How was your break?
It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle.
Uh-huh.
It's better now, though.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Okay. I do not know who you are. I guess we're gonna meet you. Another friend? Yay! I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me in a practically minute-by-minute account about her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach that didn't go further than a few salty kisses. I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I would do that too. Just sit back, let them talk, nod, listen. That's my kind of thing. I'd rather do that than talk about myself. I picked at my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her.
Well...
She had a high, songbird voice. Maybe I should fix that. The voice that I gave her. Is it high enough? I could try to go higher.
What?
She was dynamic, her face twisting this way and that into exaggerated expressions as she spoke. She laughed often. She imitated people in wildly unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. But most notably, she talked. A lot. I didn't find this particularly annoying, as it filled the silence and she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention. Mai, we are going to be the best friends, the best friends ever. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing, a flash of familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over. Hey! That's him!
Huh?
Who? I leaned across the table to whisper, just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom.
The boy from the train. That's him. What?
Jared?
Yeah, with the weird green jacket and swoopy hair.
He'd just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Oh, you. Well, hello to you too! At least I got your name now. Now I know you are the person I thought you were. It's Pro Jared, oh my god. I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me.
Hana.
Hana, I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you? Really well. I found my roommate and she's been helping me out. I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. People stopped eating to turn and stare at Jared and me. My shoulders bunched around my neck. Oh god, this would drive me nuts, you guys. I don't like being the center of attention. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. Third year, right? I nodded.
All right.
Some of my friends are in that year. Of course, they can't compare to me. But I'll give them a heads up to look out for you. Boy, aren't you full of yourself? He flashed a dazzling smile, then winked. It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. Okay, are you a friggin' lady killer or something? That's not my type, man! Well, it seems to be Mai's type, that's for sure. Mai, Earth to Mai. Well, I'll see you around. What's with the cheesy porn music playing in the back? No, I'm kidding. It's actually a nice jazz tune, but that's honestly all I could think of. I'm sorry. I watched, a torrent of thoughts raging through my head as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket?
That's Jared.
She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me.
He's so cute.
He's the most beautiful guy in school? Okay. If you say so. My. Earth to my. Are you thinking naughty things?
Oh, Jared.
Oh my god. I can't believe you just looked at me. I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing in indecent pink. I knew it! You're having naughty thoughts! Naughty, naughty, naughty. Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear blue blazers as a part of their uniform? No, they're allowed to. They're... You know Jared? Oh, you again. That girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden interest. Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything. But looking around, Mai and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seemed to be listening in. They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt? No. No, definitely not. Oh. Well, gee. Excuse you. She looked me up and down, sniffed, and turned away. Well, you're certainly worth talking to and befriending, not. Mai leaned towards me. Don't mind Mimi. She was trying to get in with you. Get in with me? Why? Well, you asked me about those guys in their jackets, right? Those are their normal Boots Club jackets. They're... What? What's normal Boots Club? Oh my god! Is that JonTron and Jock? Oh my freaking god! Okay, I recognize some of these guys, but there's some I don't know at all. Okay, that's gotta be JonTron, right? And Jock. Jock has a little jacket! Look it! Oh my god, that's freaking adorable. This has gotta be PBG, right? Hey, that's not an original Game Boy. Those are gray, so that's one of the early Game Boys. That's my era, man. Jared, pro Jared, right there. Most of these other guys, okay, that's gotta be the completionist, I think. I forget what his name is. It also starts with a J, I think. I'm sorry, guys, I suck. Okay. This is the one people were telling me that I shouldn't date because his thing is really hard. I guess I don't remember what his name was. But people were telling me not to do his route, I think. How can I remember his face but not his name? I'm stupid. I don't know who these guys are. I don't know. I don't know who he is either, but I'm interested. Okay. I'm sorry, I just had a moment here where I was like, oh my god, I recognize some of these people. Not all of them though. I'll probably have to look a lot of these guys up afterwards. Okay, so it's a club we have at school here. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. Okay. They get together and play video games or something. Wait, okay, wait, stop. Playing video games makes you the coolest kids in school? Are you kidding me? I got ridiculed for this shit in school. Why couldn't this be cool when I was in school? Damn it. Damn it, I want a normal Boots Club. I want to go back in time and have a normal Boots Club. I want to be cool. I'm sorry. That one right there is John, also known as JonTron. His bird's name is Jock. Of course. He does have a little jacket, that's amazing. Oh my god, you can see his chest hair. I'm freaking sorry. Oh my god, oh my god. John is also the president of the drama club here at school. Next to him is PBG, Peanut Butter Gamer, guys, for those of you that aren't familiar with him. He and John founded the Normal Boots Club together. PBG is one of the best soccer players on our team. I'm curious if these guys actually, like, if these are taken, like, from their lives somewhat, like, if he actually is into soccer, if JonTron actually was in the drama club. I'm curious. Then there's Gerard. People call it... Okay, Gerard's his name. Okay, I got it. I'll remember. Then there's Gerard. People call him the completionist because he's obsessed with completing things. He has the biggest itty-bitty kitty collection I've ever seen. That sounds adorable, though. I want itty-bitty kitties. Next to him is Jared, also known as Pro Jared. He's a model. And looking at himself in the mirror, guys, I was just thinking of Femio from Princess Tutu. I can't help it. Then there's Satch, but everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. I don't know you, so I might have to look you up. Those guys over there are Paul, Nick, and Josh. They write a column in the school newspaper called Continue? Okay, these are the... I don't know these guys. I feel like I've heard of Continue, but I don't know. No, I don't think I know who they are. Oh, I feel dumb. Like, I feel like I should know all these people, damn it. I've been on YouTube for ages. Paul, the one standing up, is the student council president. And the guy on the end there is Shane. Okay, Shane is his name. He knows more about video games than anyone ever. Apparently he does... I didn't know his name was Shane. I feel dumb about that, but I guess he does the Did You Know Gaming, which I do watch a lot of. And I didn't know that, so... Damn. Intellect high on another scale, man. She exhaled a dreamy sigh into her mashed potatoes. So, how would someone, you know, join the Normal Boots Club? You don't choose the boots, Hana. The boots choose you. Okay. Is there some kind of weird boots initiation that has to do with boots or what? I'm curious. What does that even mean? You have to be presented with the boots to be in the club, and they're like super selective. So you have to be presented with boots. Normal boots? But then what... I don't know. What are the boots? The club has this boots statue. It's like the one on their patches, but it's gold-plated. It's their mascot, I guess? They do this weird initiation ritual with it. Okay, I'm a little... Yeah, maybe I won't be joining this club. Sounds like something kind of weird. Ritual? Please don't summon demons from the boots. I hear they fill a room with candles and wear these creepy robes during initiation. This year 2 girl said she saw it once and they were like all chanting around the boots and it sounded like they were talking backwards. Okay, they're in some kind of cult. That's kind of creepy. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I don't believe her. Even if it's true, I don't care if they're a cult because they're all really hot. Oh, my priorities. Priorities, girl, we gotta talk about them priorities. Do they have lots of friends? Yeah, tons of friends. I'd say they're the most popular kids in school. I mean, everyone in school totally looks up to them. I bet they could get any girl in school, too. Okay, so really the video game group is the huge group in this school. This is so backwards from the way it was when I went to school. Or boy, for that matter. I believe it. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? I shook my head and pushed the plastic tray across the table to her. For the remainder of lunch, I listened to Mai talk about Jared through mouthfuls of half-dissolved frosting. Back at the dorm, I sorted through the pile of textbooks the school left for me. My radio was playing a poppy tune, equal parts music to static. Mai fervently scribbled in a notebook at her desk, hunched over it with strikingly poor posture.
Hey!
Hey, Mai?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. She didn't bother to look up. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? She shuffled through the papers on her desk before producing a thick textbook. A demure man in a powdered wig frowned at me from the cover. Yeah, this one. I sighed. I don't have that one. School must have missed it. Mai shrugged and set the textbook back in her pile. They have a bunch at the library. You can just check one out. Where's the library? Mai riffled through her notebook and wrote something down. She tore the page out and handed me a crudely drawn map. Oh, okay, well, I'll be back in a little bit. I suck at reading maps, oh my god, I get lost. Okay, at least she found her way to the library. I probably wouldn't. It took me at least 20 minutes to find... Okay, maybe I could find it in 20 minutes, maybe. It took me at least 20 minutes to find the library. By the time I realized I was holding the map upside down, the sun was setting. Oh boy. Yeah, I could possibly make that mistake. Oopsie. The library was much larger than I expected. The walls lined from floor to ceiling with books of all sizes on rough wooden shelves. Intimidated, I headed for the front desk. A recognizably green and gray jacket was bent behind the counter. Oh, normal boots! Normal boots? I briefly considered running away. Wow, this is me to a frickin' T.
Hey.
Can I help you? Hi there. Too late. Yeah, the school forgot to give me one of my textbooks. I was told I could get it here. Which one is it? The History 309 textbook. He stepped from behind the counter and motioned for me to follow. We dodged between the aisles in a comfortable silence. He seemed friendly enough. I should say something. What was his name again? Shane? Gerard? John? No, not John.
Satch.
Satch! Huh? Oh, you work here? Ugh. Of course he worked here. He chuckled, dimples appearing in his cheeks. Oh, he's kind of adorable! Yeah, I'm the librarian's assistant. It's my second year and I love it. I get to help people find books that speak to them. His eyes twinkled like a kid's on Christmas. Your book's right down here. He stopped at a row of thick, dusty books. Was this all history? And pulled out the book with the powdered wig man that I saw earlier. Thanks. He waved his hand. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything else? I wanted to make a good impression on the Normal Boots Club, but I couldn't come up with anything. No. Thanks.
Copacetic.
You're welcome. As we headed back through the cavernous library, my unease melted away. We weren't talking, but just being near him felt like being wrapped in a soft blanket. He does seem to have a very comfortable vibe around him. I kind of like him already. I resisted the urge to snuggle up to him. Wow, okay, Hana, me and you differ a bit there. I would keep my distance a little bit. We neared the front desk, stepping around a clump of studying students. As we passed, one of them shifted. Eh? Something white flew past my face. A thick piece of triangular paper lay at my feet. I bent over and picked it up. It was surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. If I was just a hair slower, it would have hit me in the face. The students snickered, and I recognized the boys that made fun of my hair this morning among them. My heart dropped. I scanned my memory for anything I might have done to offend them. I came up with nothing. My hands started to shake. I hid it behind my back, trying to think of some way to defend myself. Why did you do that? What do you mean? We were just messing around. Are you suggesting we did it on purpose? I faltered. There was nothing I could say. I was outnumbered. They would twist my words around no matter how straightforward I was. No, sorry. One of the boys held his hand out for the paper. I inched closer to give it him, angry at myself for being so compliant. I wish I were... A gentle warmth closed over my hand and took the paper from me. Satch examined the paper closely. I see what the problem is. You're Your aim would be better if you cut the corners before you folded it. Place the paper on the table. The boys looked at him in sheer awe. Be careful though. You almost hit her, and that would have been awful. My hands began to sweat as panic shifted through me, afraid of the response, but... Geez, we're sorry, we'll be careful next time. Yeah, it was an accident. They apologized? Thanks, I appreciate it. He gave them a wide smile and continued off down the aisles. I followed closely behind, my legs weak. Don't tell me they stopped because of him, simply because I was with him? I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice would shake. We reached the front counter, and he scanned the history book. My lips trembled as I willed myself to say something, anything to thank him. He tilted his head to the side. What books do you like to read? Fiction? He chuckled. I just finished a good book. I think it might be right up your alley, if you don't mind me saying so. He reached under the counter, pulled out a thick green book, and passed it to me. A man in black stood on the front, hugging a woman in royal robes. It's long, but it's one of my favorites. The Princess Betrothed. Wait. What? The Princess Bride? Dude, you got great taste, man! I know things can be tough transferring to a new school, but if you're ever worried, just read this. It'll transport you 100 miles away in a second. Tears stung my eyes, so I ducked my head.
Satch.
Thank you, Satch. For more than just the books. You're welcome.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name.
My name is Hana Mizuno.
I'm a transfer student.
Hana.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Hana. Let me know how you like the book.
I will.
Oh my god, he's super sweet! And he has good taste in books! That couldn't have gone better. Not only was Satch impossibly kind, but being around him felt easy. Refreshing. Like being doused in the mist of a waterfall. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? My cheeks hot, I left the library, two surprisingly heavy books under one arm. I settled into bed, eager to get started with my new reading material, but Mai was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the pages of a notebook. Every few minutes she released a long, drawn-out sigh as the lead of her pencil whined against the paper. I lowered my book and took the bait. Is something wrong, Mai? She let out another dreary sigh. I hope Jared notices me this year. Does Jared know you like him? Mai whirled around in feigned shock.
What?
I don't like Jared. Oh, yeah, of course. That's why you're thinking naughty things about him, girl. I see right through you. Oh. I closed my book and set it aside, deciding to play along. Well, have you at least tried talking to him? No, I mean... I have before. Why don't you try again? She bobbed her head from side to side, considering this like it never crossed her mind before. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Satisfied, I picked my book back up. Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hana?
What?
Huh? Me? No, never.
Really?
Really? Never? Never. I bet you 10,000 yen that you make a totally cute boy and fall in love by the end of the school year. Yeah, no. Nah, not gonna happen. I mean, this isn't a dating sim. You're crazy! I buried my face in my book, barring Mai from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the year? Me? If I were a betting kind of girl, I'd take that bet. I awoke the next morning with what felt like a lizard in my throat. Mai was already up, shuffling through her school bag with an enigmatic grin. The first day of school.
Hana!
Hana, you're finally awake! Her voice sliced through the air like a knife, and I winced. She was definitely a morning person. Oh boy, I'm not a morning person. Oh boy. That's alright, Mai. I love you anyways. You're great. I couldn't have asked for a better roommate, honestly. Maybe I'm judging too soon. I just hope she doesn't end up like a backstabber or something that make me so sad. Okay. Please don't use Mai for drama. Please don't use Mai for drama. I'm begging you, game! I like her too much already. She's so nice. Okay. It's time for the first day of school! Aren't you excited? I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. What do you mean? Is something special happening today? Something strange always happens on the first day of school, especially to someone like you. I like that look you're giving me. Nope. She winked.
What?
Someone like me?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean. No, I don't. I don't know what you mean, sorry. She smiled and started messing with a pile of papers on her desk. Shaking my head, I got out of bed and pulled my uniform out of my closet. My palms sweat as I held the gold vest and blue jacket. Was it really possible for things to be different here than they were at home? What if the problem wasn't actually the school? I shook the thoughts out of my head and changed into my uniform. Oh! What is it?
Aww.
You look so cute!
Really?
Really? Heat crept up to my neck.
Yeah!
Yes, completely! Your hair matches your uniform so well! You look like a flower blooming straight out of the ground. Okay, Hana means flower in Japanese, so I got you there, game. I got you. Thank you. Water stung the back of my eyes, and I turned to start packing my backpack. Mai, you're too damn nice! You're gonna make me tear up, damn it! Why couldn't I have a roommate like you? Sad. Why was I getting worked up about something as little as this? I must have gotten less sleep than I thought. Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just happy. How dumb was that? I start crying at the first sign of someone being nice to me? I took a deep breath to steady my nerves. Hee hee hee. What an oddly menacing all the air left my lungs as something like horse hooves slammed against my back. Urgh. You'll do just fine! Don't worry, this is going to be awesome! I stiffly peered over my shoulder. That was you? Whoa! Whoa, girl got power!
What?
Huh? Mai stood behind me, her hand raised. Somehow, she had the strength of a bodybuilder. Nothing. Okay, never get on Mai's bad side. Never have an arm wrestling match with Mai. I was just about to zip up my bag when I spotted the book Satch gave me lying on my nightstand. The Princess Betrothed. He said that if I ever needed to be transported somewhere far away, I could take it with me. It was pretty good so far. Maybe it would be smart to bring it along, just in case I had no one to talk to between class periods. Would I need it for my first day of class? Oh, why would you ask? I don't see any point in leaving it behind, really. I mean, Satch gave it to us, we should read it, right? And Satch was nice, I wanna, maybe he'll notice that we have it. Do you think? I don't like making choices, you guys. That's what's gonna be tough about these kinds of games for me. I gotta make choices! And the choices affect the game, and that scares me. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I put it into my already overfull bag, biting my lip. It never hurts to be prepared, right? You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Stick with me, and you'll be fine. Mai opened the door, and together we stepped into the hallway, merging to a steady flow of chittering girls and fruit-flavored perfume. Oh my, I didn't know we lived on the same floor. No way, really? That's so awesome! Now we'll be able to catch up! Whatever happened between you and... The river of girls shifted as we headed down the stairs. Suddenly I found myself surrounded by a bunch of people I didn't know. Oh god, no! I'm scared. Oh god, I would hate this. Mai, come back! What about sticking together? What about your poor roommate? Don't leave me! Don't leave me alone!
What a jerk.
Oh wow, what a jerk he turned out to be! Mai's exclamations faded into the buzz of voices in the air. Oh no. What would I do if we got separated? Anxiously, I searched the crowd of girls for Mai, but I couldn't find her. Everyone was dressed in the same Asagao uniform. It was difficult to tell anyone apart, and being so short really didn't help the situation. As we turned the last corner down the stairwell, I saw a flash of red hair a little ways in front of me. Mai? I reached between two girls and tapped her on the shoulder. Definitely not Mai. Nope. Huh? Oh, who are you? The girl's eyes flashed, almost like a jolt of electricity shot through. Why does everyone hate me? I'm sorry! Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. She said nothing and turned away. Before I knew it, I stood outside of Primrose House, watching the flow of girls disperse across the campus. Mai was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't even hear her chirpy voice. Oh man. I took a deep breath, biting my lip. This wasn't a big deal. I could go to class alone. But I didn't even know where the building was! I reached into my backpack and dragged out my class schedule. Homeroom 206 Poppy Hall? Which one was Poppy Hall again? Weren't the classrooms on the other side of campus? I picked a direction and began to walk, trying to ignore my rising panic at the thought of arriving late to the first day of class. As a third year, where no one knew me, all the people staring.
Hey!
Oh, who is this? Well, oh geez, we've been going on for a while, haven't we? Well, we'll find out who this is next time, guys! I hope you've been enjoying this so far. I have to say, the person on Tumblr who told me that I would relate to the main character, spot the frick on. Like, I can't even tell you how much I relate to her right now. Like, even dealing with bullying and stuff and people picking... Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but... You don't need to listen to my woes from high school and stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I've been enjoying it so far. It's so well written. The music is great. I like the characters so far. Oh damn, I'm so glad I decided to do this. Thank you, Tumblr person who tipped me off to this. You remain anonymous, but, you know, thank you if you're watching this. If not, well, thank you anyways. But anyways, guys, have a good one. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. Have safe travels, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.